Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video for lesson 7 time. Okay, so after we have finished learning about lesson 6 date, lesson 7 time can actually be considered or can be seen as a continuation. It's just that of course the measurement unit for date and time are different lah, yeah. So for time, the measurement unit is o'clock, right, or minute for time, right? So now I want you guys to focus on the measurement unit, ya. Unit pengukuran untuk masa atau time is dian. This word D-I-A-N, dian. D-I-A-N, dian. So dian means o'clock. O'clock atau dalam bahasa Melayu pukul. Bukan memang nak hantam orang lah ya, tapi pukul berapa, ya. So the word pukul, o'clock, dian. Now, so if you want to ask for time in Mandarin, you need to ask by using the Mandarin word 几点. 几点. Do you still remember the meaning of the word 几? Yes, you should do, right? Because 几 means how many or how much. And do you still remember why do we need to use 几? Because we are asking question related to numbers. Time is related to numbers, right? So you cannot use the what time like in English. You say 什么? 你叫什么名字? What is your name? The word what? 什么? Cannot. So you must use 几. 几点? What time? Pukul berapa? Yeah? Pukul berapa kan? 几点? Okay. Now, after you have made you have understand the concept of o'clock, 点 better, and how to ask time in Mandarin, 几点. This is the basic word lah, yeah. In another video, I will explain more detail how to use it in a question and how to answer it. Now, I want us to go ahead slowly. So, our next part of this video, I want us to learn how to say time in Mandarin. We learn the basic thing first. So, o'clock we have already learned 点. And what about minute? Minute in Mandarin is 分, F-E-N, first tone. 分. Okay, so when you want to say the time, of course you need to use the numbers, right? So the numbers in Mandarin, no need for me to explain or elaborate here lah, yeah? You already know. So for example, if I want to say 8 o'clock, this is English, yeah? 8 o'clock, then I will say 8点. 8点. So you see, we say the number in Mandarin first, then only we say the unit, the measurement unit, 点. So 8 o'clock, 8点. 8点. For example, if I want to say pukul 12, 12 o'clock. 12 in Mandarin is 12. So with the o'clock, 点, 12点 is how you say 12 o'clock. 12点. Okay. Now, these are of course without the minute lah, yeah. So now we move on to a more challenging part. Okay, how do you say the o'clock and minute together? So for example, it's 7:15, right? 7:15, pukul 7:15. Then you say 7点. 7点 is 7 o'clock. Then you say 15分. 15 is 15, right? 15. 15. Fen is the unit measurement for minute. So you must say it, yeah? So 7点15分. 7点15分. So the measurement unit is becoming more and more important, because if you say the number without 点 or 分, o'clock or minute, it just numbers only. It doesn't have any meaning. You are just saying a number. So 7:15, you must say 7点15分. Don't forget the unit, the measurement unit. Now for 10:45, pukul 10, 10 o'clock, we say this first, 10点. 10点. Then followed by the minute, 45. Then you say 45分. 45 minute. 45 minit. So altogether 10点45分。Okay, so time is relatively easier lah, yeah, because you just need to learn how to say o'clock and minute. Yeah, so if you can get this basic very well, then you are able to move on to another level of how to say the time more accurately. Because you know why? What we learned just now is not enough, you know, because we still haven't learned how to say AM, PM, right? In the morning, in the afternoon, at night, right? So because like this, if you just say 8 o'clock, I don't know it's AM or PM. So we need to learn how to say AM and PM in Mandarin as well. Yeah? So to help us to say the time more accurately. Okay. Now, since we already learned the basic already, I hope you guys can still follow me. So now is the time we learn how to say AM and PM. Okay. Now, students, you must remember that AM and PM should always be mentioned in Mandarin first, which means you need to start your time in Mandarin. If you want to tell it or say it, you need to say the Mandarin for AM and PM first before you continue with what we learned just now, to tell the o'clock and the minute. Okay, so let me show you an example. Now, do you still remember back in lesson 2, greetings, when we learned good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, all that, right? We already learned a few words about time as well, AM, PM. If you cannot remember, refer back to the video or the lecture notes in lesson 2, greetings. Okay, now, if you already refer back to that, let's move back here. So, like if I want to say 8 AM, now, this one is more specific already. I know it's morning, 8 AM. AM is morning, right? So, what is the word for morning? 早上. Yeah? I'm not saying good morning, yeah? Good morning is another word. 早上好. But here, I just want the morning hour, the morning time. Yeah? So, it's just two words. 早上. Yeah? Please notice the difference. Okay. Between morning and good morning. Yeah, 早上 and 早上好. So 早上 is the word for AM, morning. So you say the AM first, right? Like I mentioned just now, the rule. Then only you say the 8 o'clock, 8点. So 8 AM in Mandarin, the full sentence would be 早上8点. You see, when you say like this, people know it's AM, people know it's morning, people know it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so 8 AM, 早上8点. Now, what about 12 PM? 12 PM is noon, right? Tengah hari, betul tak? So, noon or tengah hari in Mandarin has its own word. I think we didn't learn this in lesson 2, so right now I'm going to show you the word. The word for noon, tengah hari in Mandarin is 中午. 中午. This word is noon, tengah hari, 中午. So I want you guys to pay attention here. Noon and afternoon is different in English, right? So it should be different in Malay and Mandarin as well. Malay pun tak sama juga. Tengah hari dan petang tak sama, konsep dia, meaning dia pun tak sama. Mandarin is also different. So for tengah hari, noon, we say 中午. So if it's 12 PM, 中午12点. Okay? Now, what if it's petang already? Afternoon. Lewat petang, the late afternoon. Like for example, 5:15 PM. Yeah? So 5:15 PM is 下午. You see, the word is different already. Afternoon. Petang. 下午. 下午. So 5:15. 下午5点15分. 下午5点15分. Okay, and if I want to say like for example 10:45 PM, 10:45 PM I can say 晚上 because it's night time already. Waktu malam, night time. So 晚上10点45分. You say the AM or PM first, right? 晚上. Then you say the o'clock, 10点, 10 o'clock, 45 minutes, 45分. So 晚上10点 45分. So this is basically the way to say time correctly in Mandarin. You just need to remember the concept 点 o'clock, 分 minute. If you want to mention AM and PM, you should always mention the Mandarin word first. AM is 早上. You say it first before you say the time itself. If it's noon, tengah hari, 中午. If it's petang, afternoon, 下午. And if it's night, 晚上. Yeah, I want to show you guys back to lesson 2, because what we learned before is this, right? Do you still remember from what time to what time is considered morning, from what time to what time is considered noon, from what time to what time is considered afternoon, and also night. Okay, so let's take a look. We do a little bit of revision. So for morning, we consider it from 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. For noon, tengah hari, it's 2 hours, 12 p.m. to 1:59 p.m. So between these 2 hours, any time between these 2 hours is considered 中午. Afternoon starts from 2 p.m. to 6:59 p.m. So any time in Mandarin, you can say it as 下午. You start with this word before you tell the time. And night is 7 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. 晚上. Okay, so for Mandarin 1, I just want you guys to know, we will not learn about the late night, the lewat malam atau tengah malam, which means from 12 a.m. to 5:59 a.m. this 5 hours moment or 6 hours moment, we will not learn it in Mandarin 1 yet. So hopefully it will reduce your burden So you just need to focus on this morning until night, 6 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Know the difference between the time limit, the time period, and what is the correct Mandarin word to call them, AM, PM. Yeah, so this is what we are going to learn in this video. Okay, so let's do a little bit of revision. 点 o'clock, 分 minute. Okay, AM morning, 早上, noon 中午, afternoon 下午, and of course night time is 晚上. So as you can see, PM has three different Mandarin name for 3 different periods. Yeah, so please be careful. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much.